Hello friends, how are you doing? Welcome to Monday night. It is 7:30, which means it is time for another 407 and Beyond live show. It has been a long week and weekend, so I am looking forward to a fun conversation tonight about everything that Disney is doing right now to celebrate Halloween inside the theme parks and some of the kind of the key merchandise items that you can get this holiday season. I am your host, Bruce Beal. Welcome. If this is your first time joining us on the live show, welcome. We are glad that you are here. And if you are a regular, welcome back. It is always good to see you. This is definitely my favorite part of the week. Being able to get on here, chat with you guys about the latest Disney and Universal stuff, and just to see how you guys are doing. So if you are here, please say hi in the chat box. Let me know how you're doing. Let others know that you are here and ready to have a fun conversation. So, again, it's Monday night. This is the 407 and Beyond live show. Welcome to everybody. The live show is sponsored by 407 and Beyond Vacation Company, Disney and Universal experts who help plan your family's perfect vacation. So all you have to do is show up, have fun, and create family memories. As always, our services are free to you. Visit us on the web at www.407vacations.com. All right, everybody. Tonight we thought that we had been exploring some of the different lands throughout the parks the last couple of weeks. 2 weeks ago, we spent some time in the France Pavilion over at Epcot. Last Monday night, we spent some time exploring what there is to do on Main Street USA at the Magic Kingdom. And tonight, given that Halloween is fastly approaching, I thought it'd be fun to talk about the different treats, decorations, and merchandise options that Disney is offering now in a modified Halloween experience at Walt Disney World. So I'm hoping that you guys are able to have trick or treat this year. I think in our community we are having it. Let me know if you guys are having it in your community and what your Halloween costumes are this year. I always love hearing what everybody chooses to be. So let's just start off with some in-park entertainment. Over at the Magic Kingdom for Halloween, the Magic Kingdom is putting on some different shows. So Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party was canceled for this year, which is the special ticketed Halloween party that they put on after hours. You do have to have a separate ticket outside of the park admission ticket. And you go trick-or-treating, you have meet and greets with different characters. They have a terrific Halloween-themed fireworks show, as well as a parade. And so, but this year, all of that is modified. So the Halloween experience at the parks is vastly different than years past. There is no Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, but Disney is still working on bringing a Halloween experience. In fact, they are putting up jack-o'-lanterns throughout the park, particularly on Main Street, and trying to get that fall harvest feel over there at the Magic Kingdom. Jan K is here. She says, hello everyone, just walked back in the house from our trip to Walt Disney World. Jan, that is exciting. Thanks for sharing. How did it go? Let us know how it went. And did you see some of these Halloween decorations while you were there? So Rachel is here. Rachel, hello. Rachel is a regular. Always good to see you. She says, Jan, that's awesome. Was it the best? I'm just going to take a guess, Rachel, that it was a good trip for Jan. But Jan, let us know in the comment box. Tell us all about it. So Rachel, how you doing? Rachel, where you are from, are they doing trick or treat this year? And what's your family's Halloween costumes? Let us know. So like I was saying, on Main Street, they are prepping with the pumpkins and the red and orange and yellow leaves and Mickey jack-o'-lanterns. Getting ready throughout the parks. So here is a video. So I'm going to show two different videos. They have two different Halloween cavalcades going down Main Street USA right now. The first one I'm going to show you is Mickey and Friends. So here we go. So you might be saying, Bruce, you just said there are no Halloween parades. These are Disney's modified parade experiences called Cavalcades. It is a shortened parade with less characters, and these are sporadic throughout the day. So you don't know what time these are going to be. There's no waiting around Main Street or any other lands waiting for the parade that you know is going to be at 8 o'clock, that you know is going to be at 10 o'clock. And so these are sporadic. They are very short. But as you heard in the video, they are using the music from the parade at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, the Boo to You. So trying to incorporate the Halloween spirit into these short cavalcades. So Rachel says, we are doing trick or treat this year. That's good. My daughter is Maleficent or Mal from The Descendants. Rachel, forgive me. I am not very well versed in The Descendants. So is it Mal just short for Maleficent, or is that a different character? And I'm going to be Maleficent, her mom. Oh, well, I should have just kept reading. So that's pretty cool. Do you have a photo of this, Rachel? I want to see this. So Casey says, hello, everybody. Lydia is here. Casey says he loves the new cavalcades. They were super frequent, too. Casey, that's kind of surprising that they're so frequent. We did notice that they did seem to be popping up pretty frequently. But what do you think about that, Casey, that they get rid of the parade, but so people don't congregate, but then the cavalcades are really frequent? Does it work? Do people congregate? There was a lot of people on Main Street watching the cavalcades. So, hey, Dwanda's here. Dwanda, hello. Thanks for joining us tonight. Always good to see you, Dwanda. We are talking about Halloween and the things that Walt Disney World is doing at the Magic Kingdom in particular, but down at Walt Disney World Parks and Resorts to celebrate Halloween. So, all right, the other cavalcade we're going to watch is Pooh and Friends, so let's check that out now. So the Winnie the Pooh and Tigger Halloween Cavalcade is a little bit shorter than the Mickey and Minnie one. But I have to admit, even though Mickey and Minnie are classic characters and I love seeing them parades, I love seeing Pooh and Tigger dressed up in their Halloween costumes, carrying around their baskets to get to go trick-or-treating. So I think I kind of prefer the Winnie the Pooh and Tigger version of the cavalcade. What do you guys think? Which one is your favorite? Is it Mickey and Minnie? Is it Pooh and Tigger? I think I got to vote for Pooh and Tigger. So Rachel says, my daughter is obsessed. Descendants is a Disney Channel original movie series about Disney villains' kids. Rachel, I'm going to have to check that out, but I'm sure you guys are going to look really cool being Maleficent and her daughter Mal. So that's pretty cool. Lydia says, OMG, Pooh is so cute. And Casey says, oh, chat's coming in. They seemed really front-loaded to the beginning of the day. At one point, there was 3 and 30 minutes. So Casey's experience, they're packing in these cavalcades, sounds like. I had to keep leaving the Emporium to watch them. It did seem a little strange that there were so many close together. That is a little bit strange given the fact that there are no parades this year, which, again, totally understand. Modified Halloween experience, totally get it. But lots of cavalcades. I guess that's good. So the other cavalcade is Disney princesses, a lot of them on one big kind of mega float, but that wasn't Halloween themed, so it's not in tonight's show. Jan says she loves the cavalcades. They are short and frequent. You don't feel like you're missing out while waiting around for a parade for an hour or so. Yeah, Jan, that's a good point. So when the parades are come back, or they were here before, modified park experiences, it was not uncommon for people to wait up to an hour on Main Street USA, saving and reserving their spot for the parade. And when it comes time for holiday parades, whether that be at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party or Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, waiting for parades is not uncommon. So that is a nice aspect about the cavalcades, that they're frequent, they're short, and you hear the music. As Casey said, you pop out from Main Street USA to watch the cavalcade go by. That is pretty nice. So, Dwanda, Tigger is my favorite. Yeah, that was, he looked pretty cool. I like that one. So, Dwanda and I are on Team Pooh and Tigger when it comes to favorite cavalcades. So, Jan says the Evil's cavalcade is the best. Interesting. I want to get footage of that to make sure we put that in there. So maybe next week I will have a video of the Evil. So I think that's Jafar and other characters. But Jan, correct me if I'm wrong on that one, because Lydia also agrees. So Casey says, I hope they keep some of the cavalcades in the future and just go down to one scheduled parade a day. Casey, that's blasphemy. I don't know how you're getting away with that comment. So I'm just kidding. It would be interesting to have one parade and then have these cavalcades scattered throughout the day to just kind of have that constant entertainment in the parks. So if feasible, I do think that that's a pretty good idea. So all right, so we had the Pooh and Tigger cavalcade. We have Mickey and Minnie. And so there are also the Dapper Dans dressed for the Halloween spirit, changing the theme of the Dapper Dans to a Cadaver Dance. And so let's listen to the Cadaver Dance over in Frontierland.
Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then. Well, folks, it's time for us to be heading back to the old bunkhouse. You've been a great audience to sing for, but until the next time, remember, always, no, never squat with your spurs on. That is good advice. Happy trails to you.
All right, so that's the Cadaver Dance. Not singing a particularly exciting song, but their costumes are definitely on point for the Halloween season. One of them has an axe in their head, as Lydia also says. So Cadaver Dance also providing some of that Halloween spirited entertainment in the Magic Kingdom. So let's shift our conversation tonight from cavalcades and entertainment over to snacks and food. So before we get into some of the Halloween inspired snacks in the park, let's talk about the dining experience over at Hollywood and Vine in the Hollywood Studios Park, called Minnie's Halloween Dine. So this is a character dining experience, one of the few character dining experiences that are in the parks right now, where you get to dine with Mickey in her Halloween dress. So this is no longer, this is not a buffet style meal, as Disney's not doing buffet meals right now, but it is kind of this physically, socially distanced character meet and greet style dinner. So it is character dining over at the Hollywood and Vine. So that's kind of actually the only kind of major thing going on over at Hollywood Studios in terms of Halloween. So yeah, kind of interesting that the focus of Halloween is kind of just at the Magic Kingdom. But that is a dining experience, character dining experience for the family over at Hollywood Studios. Dwanda says, I am glad that Dapper Dans are back even from afar. Yes, me too, because they are terrific. And if you did not catch last week's episode about Main Street USA, there is a video of the Dapper Dans dressed in their normal Main Street costumes. So go back, check out last week's episode on October 12th, and check out the Dapper Dans singing on Main Street USA. So Lydia says, "OMG, Minnie's dress is too cute." Yeah, it was. That I'll put that back up real quick. But it's definitely on point for the Halloween season. So over at Hollywood and Vine and throughout the parks, you can get these Halloween-inspired treats. You can have a Mickey's jack-o'-lantern, popcorn bucket, or slushie. Something that's definitely hot right now are the waffles and ice cream that you see there in the top left, or the Scar-inspired cupcake over there on the right. So those are some of the Halloween-inspired treats that are going on. As for what is in the parks, this is over at the Confectionery on Main Street, USA. You can see some Halloween-inspired cupcakes in the back with some Mickey ears, the blacks, and the oranges with the sprinkles, and then up close the Rice Krispie treats that are covered in chocolate, something that you can't miss, but in the Halloween colors. Also at the Confectionery, we have some Jack Skellington, candy apples, and other treats there. That's Halloween inspired. And then one of my particular favorites of this one are there in the back. Can't put it in front of the photo, but the treats that are Jack Skellington or the skulls that are the Rice Krispie treats on a stick. So those are my favorite all the way on that side of the photo. So and then I also like this spider web, this purple spider web up there. That big sugar cookie, and then the one right next to it that looks like a candy corn sugar cookie in the shape of Mickey Mouse. So those are some of the Halloween treats that you can get on Main Street. These are all over at the Confectionery, which if you are picking up baked goods or treats either as you enter the park or leave the park, the Confectionery is a great spot to get that. Take those back to the resort or take them back as gifts. But all the benefits of the Confectionery are in last week's show about Main Street USA, so make sure that you check that out. Casey says, the Scar Cupcake looks amazing. Dwanda says, I eat with Minnie and Mickey every Christmas day. I only have a few more days before I make that reservation. Dwanda, that's really exciting. Which dining experience are you going to eat with Mickey and Minnie on Christmas Day? That's really cool that you spend Christmas Day in the parks. So let us know where you're eating. Where are you going to be making that reservation? So, and Twanda says she's still waiting for her order of crispy treats. So when we posted this photo from inside the parks, Dwanda did order in the Facebook comments some crispy treats. Dwanda, I'm sorry I couldn't get those to you. So you're gonna have to keep waiting, but maybe next time. I promise. So, Dwanda says she's eating with Mickey and Minnie at Hollywood and Vine on Christmas Day. Dwanda, is that Hollywood and Vine dining reservation the exact same every Christmas? So is it always Hollywood and Vine, or do you mix it up? Lydia says, what a fun tradition. It does sound like a fun tradition. So, all right. So those are the snacks that you can see in the parks. Let's move over to the Halloween merch. So this is over at Epcot. We got some tote bags, some mugs, some t-shirts, some ears, which I have some other photos of that we'll see here. Some candy corn mini ears. So definitely can pick up a pair of those to participate in the spirit. And then the Mickey Mouse Halloween plush. And again, these are all available in store. These are not, just photos of the Shop Disney store. These are in-park merchandise options that are available right now. So I got to go back to Dwanda real quick. Always Hollywood and Vine. Very exciting. So every Christmas Day is in Hollywood Studios. So that's pretty cool. I like that. All right. So, we have the Mickey's plush, and then these are off of Shop Disney, excuse me. So, recently Disney released the Haunted Mansion Loungefly backpack, which looks pretty cool. It looks kind of like the wallpaper inside the Haunted Mansion, kind of released right before the Halloween season. So I think this is a pretty good addition to your merchandise collection before going to the parks for Halloween. So I think if it's Haunted Mansion merch, I'm gonna like it. It doesn't matter what it is. So. And then the Jack Skeleton, the Nightmare Before Christmas, they have a bag out as well. A little more simple, gray with the skulls. I prefer the Haunted Mansion Loungefly. Lydia says actually that she bought that. Well, that's pretty exciting. Lydia, I'm just going to have to borrow it the next time I'm at the parks, kind of like your Lion King Loungefly that I had to borrow the last time. So please have that ready for me when I'm there. So Casey says that the bags look better in person. Is it the bags or the treats, Casey? Which one? Maybe or both. Maybe both look better in person. Rachel says, I'm wearing my Haunted Mansion leggings right now. I love all things Haunted Mansion. Rachel, you are in light company because the Haunted Mansion is one of my favorite attractions. It's my favorite attraction at the Magic Kingdom. I'm pretty sure it is Lydia's favorite attraction. If it is yours as well, Rachel, you are definitely in light company. We are big Haunted Mansion fans. So Lydia says that I can borrow the bag. All right, Lydia, I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Dwana says I can borrow the leggings too. No, I think I'll pass on that one. I don't think I'll be wearing the leggings, but so all right, so here are Nightmare Before Christmas ears. Now these are a little bit more expensive. These are Loungefly ears. You can get all of this stuff on Shop Disney as well. Just go underneath the Halloween section of the Shop Disney. But so I think these are running, don't quote me, $32.99. So a little bit more expensive for these ears, but these are Loungefly created ears. And Lydia says, OMG, I'm wearing my Haunted Mansion Spirit jersey right now. Geez, now we have turned this Halloween show into a Haunted Mansion, appreciation show. So Rachel says it's definitely her favorite ride. Well, no better segue into attractions than the Haunted Mansion on a Halloween show. So Casey says both, but the Jack Skeleton bag is really nice canvas. Okay, so can't really tell that's really nice canvas in the photo, but in person it looks really nice. I agree, these bags do look nice in person, but I will also say that so do the treats. So the treats always look better in person because you can smell them as well. So can't smell them through the photos, but you can definitely smell them in the confectionery, and they pump that smell on Main Street USA. So it's a good smell. So I will say that, and that kind of rings true whether it be a video or a photo. It definitely is different than experiencing it in person in the parks. So Lydia says, I just got a third piece of Haunted Mansion artwork at the parks. That's cool. I like that. Lydia, if you have a photo, put that in the comments. I want to see any Haunted Mansion artwork that is available. So, all right. So there's also a Mickey Mouse Halloween style magic band that's available. This kind of goes with or looks like the merchandise that is available for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. But obviously that's not going on. So we got this, Mickey Mouse Halloween 2020 Magic Band. And in case you guys don't know, Magic Bands are going to be no longer complimentary starting in 2021. So starting January 1st of next year, you can buy Magic Bands, you can use Magic Bands, but they're no longer just be the standard color complimentary ones that you get when you book your vacation, because all of the technology and all the use of the Magic Bands is moving towards the My Disney Experience account on your phone and on your mobile device. So whether it be scanning into the parks, getting into your rooms at the resort, or anything that the Magic Band does, all of that is transferring over to the My Disney Experience account on mobile devices. But they are still selling Magic Bands, so you can still use Magic Bands. And actually, I prefer that over the mobile device anyways, so I will still be getting Magic Bands when I'm at the parks. So, all right. Another thing that Disney does, and they'll be doing it for the Christmas holiday season as well, is the Halloween style face coverings. So we actually have a few of these. These are really nice. They're really nice breathable material. But you can also get these on Shop Disney. If you order now, you might just get them before Halloween night, trick-or-treating. So, of course, we got to talk about it. The last piece of merchandise that I have to show you guys is a Haunted Mansion Magic Band. If you are looking for anybody to get a Haunted Mansion Magic Band for, I might just know the guy who has a show Monday nights at 7:30 who could use one of these. This is a pretty cool magic band. This is pretty recently released. And again, you can get these in the parks or over at Shop Disney. So, of course, we would have to end the merchandise section with something from the Haunted Mansion. Let me check the comment section here as we wrap up the show. It says, Rachel says, my Disney Experience app always crashes. I love the magic bands. Yeah, Rachel, I agree. Even though the My Disney Experience accounts where you can make dining reservations, fast pass reservations, when all of that's back and featured in the app and in the parks, your mobile ordering. I prefer the magic bands for park entry, room access, and I just like having it. I think it's convenient. I definitely don't mind it on my wrist. So Lydia says she needs that magic band. Yeah, I'll pull that up one more time. It's pretty cool. So Casey says that he hopes that they do some improvements with the My Disney Experience app before the Switch. Yeah, the My Disney Experience app is kind of notorious, kind of like the Disney site for crashing every once in a while. So I would agree. Some improvements would be good, but I do know that that is actually in the works. So I'm sure it will be user friendly. So. Dwanda says, I'm sure they will still be selling magic bands for a while since phones died in Disney. Dwanda, that's the point that I make all the time. I'm so glad that you mentioned that. I don't mind using my phone for things. That's great, but I'm also recording or going live or taking photos. And, you know, to expect a battery to last from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. while you're in the parks, making fast passes, dining reservations, mobile ordering, photos, videos, whatever it might be, to last all day. That's kind of a lot of responsibility and a lot of functionality that you could lose if your phone dies. So you're going to have to plan ahead and bring some mobile charging options to put in your bag as well, just so you don't lose the functionality of the My Disney Experience account as the days go on, or as the day goes on, excuse me. So Dwanda, I think that's a great point. So so let's end tonight's show with a couple of other things. So this next video is really grainy and blurry, so I apologize for that. But I want you to listen a little bit to the sounds and the music on Main Street USA for Halloween. I'll only play a few seconds, but just enough so you guys can get the sense of the music that's going on in the parks. Again, excuse the graininess and blurriness. The file was corrupted a little bit, but just listen to the sounds. Sounds a little bit like Halloween, the movie. Of course, it's Halloween the season, Bruce. So you can kind of get the sense there's playing some spooky sounds, some spooky music. So yeah, those are the sights and sounds. Also, they also have these Mickey jack-o'-lanterns that are lighting up next to the trees with the sparkling light. So that definitely adds, you know, that kind of special Halloween touch as you get down by the castle, Cinderella's castle at the end of Main Street. So. So I wanted to leave you with those sights and sounds of the Halloween spirit over at the Magic Kingdom. Let's check back with the last bit here of comments before we go for the evening. Next, there will be collectible Disney portable phone chargers. Yeah, Casey, exactly. So they do have fuel rod stations in each of the Disney parks. It's not cheap. It is nice and convenient. You get a fuel rod, which is a portable charging bar. And then you just swap them in at these stations and get a fresh one whenever you need it, free of charge. Not technically free because you've already paid for it, but But they also have these in airports and everything else. But yeah, Casey, I don't disagree. I could definitely see in the merchandise locations and stores, excuse me, there being Disney portable phone chargers. So, and Lydia says the same thing. That's hilarious. So yeah, Lydia, great minds do think alike. So guys, that is it for tonight. I will show you this last photo, kind of encapsulating everything we talked about. The modified Halloween experience is definitely different than in years past. So whether it be the parades, no fireworks show this year, no trick-or-treating at the party. In fact, there's no Mickey's Very Merry. Well, there probably won't be Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, but there's no Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party this year. But what Disney has done is put up these jack-o'-lanterns and wreaths, trying to incorporate the Halloween spirit in the parks. It is definitely different. So if you are going down there looking for the normal Halloween experience, it won't be there. So guys, that'll do it for tonight. Casey, we had fun too. Thanks for being here. Dwanda, you have a good night as well. Thanks for being here. Always good at talking with you and learning something new. So your Christmas tradition of eating with Mickey and Minnie at Hollywood and Vine at Hollywood Studios is a really fun tradition that I'm glad that I got to learn about tonight. So thank you for sharing that. Rachel, see you next week. I'm going to learn a little bit more about the Descendants, all right? So, excuse me, I'm just getting choked up because it's the end of the show. So, and Jan, I'm going to leave it with Jan's comment. She says, modified or not, Disney is still the best. And yes, it is. So maybe next week we'll do a show about Universal's Halloween experiences as well, because they are not doing Halloween Horror Nights over there, but they do have two, scare houses over there going on. So, guys, thanks a lot for being here. Have a good week. Be safe, and I will see you next Monday at 7:30 for another episode of the 4-7 and Beyond live show. Take care, guys.